Hey, I'm Dina Blizzard, and you're watching One Funny Morning in a green shirt. Welcome to One Funny Morning Show.
From Monday to Friday.
And sometimes on Saturday.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
You never know what's gonna happen.
Carmen.
Cortez.
Good morning, everybody.
What's outside your weather drawer?
Good morning. Uppie, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Roxy. I live with my mom, Marla, who's a Dina supporter all the way, and my dad, who is September's Hot Dad of the Month. I just wanted to stop in to tell you how much I love watching One Funny Morning. And I'm going to tell you right now, here's our host, Dina Blizzard. Take it away.
Good morning. Hey, everybody, it's Dina Blizzard. It's One Funny Morning, even though it's dark outside in Vegas and no one should be up right now. I thought I'd wear my new green shirt for the morning show that I've never worn before. And I just thought, yep, that would be a little different. We are in a blizzard in Wisconsin. Oh. So if you're just joining, I have been in Vegas for the last few days on a surprise trip. And Mooney is with me, sexy producer Michelle. And we're supposed to be leaving tomorrow, but she keeps getting notifications that we ain't getting home tomorrow because of the weather. So I don't know how this is going to go. Shocked to see you. What a great new green blouse. Thank you, Belinda. I appreciate you. So TikTok, sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I'll be straight up, I forgot. So there's that. So good. Listen, it's Friday, isn't it? Yes, it's Friday. Michelle, it's Friday, right? Yep, it's Friday. So that's just good news. Just saying. Chris Bass, good morning. How is the Sphere in person? It's so funny, Marcia, because I was going to get tickets to go to the Sphere tonight. Because I feel like you have to. I just heard about the Sphere. Do you guys all know about this? It's like the big eye, or it's just, I don't know whose idea was like, let's put a giant ball. You too made it?
Yeah, well, they didn't make it, but
What are you saying?
they designed it for their concert tour. Specifically designed the acoustics of perfect in every seat. It's like Save the Art.
So they made it specifically for you too?
U2 was behind constructing it for their concert. What do they call it? Not reservation. When they stay here, their concert.
Oh, like they had a residency here.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, more ball talk. All ball talk all the time. Wow. 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 Thank you, Viola, for noticing. So it's just beautiful. I forgot, and then we took a shuttle to the hotel, and as you drive by it, it's just your jaw drops. You're just like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, like a ball on a stick, but no stick. So thank you, Sarah. My friend would give her firstborn to see fish at the Sphere in April. She is obsessed. That's amazing. So apparently they have like shows that you could just go to and you can see stuff. I don't know. What are we hiding under the hat? A lot. I have to get a shower after this. So I'm just trying to make it through because it's 5:30 in the morning here, and that's a lot for me. So it's Friday, everybody. You did a great job. Let me just be the first to say, you did a great job this week. You made it through. When Monday came, you didn't punch anybody, and that only applies to a few of you. You had a good attitude, kind of, for most of the week, and now it's Friday. Have we started wearing the hat because of the growth? You've inspired me. Consider growing out my grays. Oh, good, Linda. I don't know if I've inspired myself, but I'll take it. No, I just didn't wash my hair yesterday or this morning yet. So, and if I wanted to have nice hair for you, I would have had to have gotten up at 4:30 in the morning. I did do a show, Pamela. It was great. It was lovely. It's so funny. I was here in Vegas. I think we figured it out. The last time I performed in Vegas was probably 12 to 15 years ago. It's been something to kind of be back and just and now I need more coffee, right, Penner? So yeah, it was great. It was great to just hang out with some comics and do stand up and all of the things. Jacqueline started back at school this week, and Brooke is getting ready to go back. She is feeling better. She got the vid early this week. Oh my gosh. So I made all this food. So Brooke was sick. She was sick for maybe 2 or 3 days when I came out here. But she was just kind of tired, a little bit of a sore throat. But nothing awful. So, I had mom guilt for leaving. So I made a whole big pot of soup. I made Brussels sprouts, which were so good. We should make them on Voila. They were so yummy. I made spinach artichoke dip and a cake. I was like, I wish somebody would come to my house and make this for me for the week. I'm doing a lot of batch cooking. So, Colleen, good luck with your IEP meeting. I will be saying prayers for you. And I will be thinking of you crying in a car later, because that's how they end. They like to punch you in the face and have you cry in your car. And so I talked to her and I was like, how was the soup? She goes, I'll be honest, I don't even really like that soup. And I was like, I said, did you eat the cake? She goes, not really. I didn't even ask about the Brussels sprouts. I think we already know. And but she did eat the spinach artichoke dip, so could have just eaten the spinach artichoke. Missy Hall, batch cooking is when I cry all the time after them. Colleen, you should Google Dina Blizzard IEP. And I don't know if you want to do it now because you'll be crying. But yeah, it was a moment that was not planned and where I had a breakdown. But it did change the course of things for my daughter. She says, I've seen it and I cried along with you. But it did change some things. And she's great. And she's in college and she doesn't eat any of the food that I make for her. It's a side story. Really has nothing to do with an IEP meeting. But yeah, Dean is loving it. Brussels sprouts, Italian seasoning, olive oil, then bake. So Bob, let's talk about Brussels sprouts. Mine was Brussels sprouts, washed and cleaned and dried. Make sure they're dry. Olive oil, 3 tablespoons. Parmesan cheese all over it. Cook it, I think 350, maybe it was higher. 25 minutes. Heaven. Dealing with my daughter's anxiety getting into college. Yeah, that's a thing, Denise, for sure. But you know what I think? I think it's so great that there are so many options for kids, whether it's big schools, small schools, community college, trade schools, taking a gap year, seeing what they want to do. Brooke had decided to stay close to school, close to home. So her college was probably only maybe 35 minutes from us. It's my alma mater. And we were really nervous because she was going to be living away at college, but she couldn't even do like an overnight here or there. But we would practice. Like she would go away with my mom overnight here, or go with my sister and just practice. And she made it through the year and the beginning of this second year, and then decided to move home. But it was more about her ability to focus, which I had the same issue. I had a hard time being able to do school and anything else because I have, I guess, ADD. So I came home after my first year as well, but she did a great job. I'll be going to Rowan with Brooke. Oh, that's nice, Denise. Watching you in a locked up room, freaking Rona. Oh no. Well, we're at least here for you, and hopefully it will make you smile. No, he's a grown man and doing great. Don't let them make you crazy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Who wants to eat old socks, even if they're tossed with bacon? Shakendra, let me tell you something. When you come over and you stay at my house, you will get Brussels sprouts and you will love them. There were some good changes before college time. Yeah. Brooke always gets really anxious in the going back to school, which, in her younger years would only happen around August, right? The whole month of August, we'd talk about it. We'd lament it. We'd go to therapy about it. We'd do the whole thing. But it was once a year. Now with college, it's twice a year. Oh, thank goodness. And it's funny to me because a Christmas break is only 3 weeks for them, but it's enough to reset it and start all over. So it just is a lot for her. But I think the great thing is because we talk about it so much, and because we're pretty open about where are you now in terms of your anxiety? What are you comfortable with? And then every year try to push it a little bit, no sweeping changes. If, when she was in grammar school, if I had tried to send her, somewhere for a week, she would die if you asked her. But we did a little bit every time. We did let's try one night. And we would cry. We'd cry and roll on the floor. And that was mostly me. But she'd make it through. And then the next time that something would come up, I'd be like, let's try to do 2 nights. And so, yeah. I didn't cry after only one. That was because I had my sons in there advocating for him. She understood the fight. Ugh, isn't it great? Where are you, Dina? I am in a beautiful hotel room in Vegas with a sexy producer, Michelle. She's working today, so she's about to show up. She's gonna look so pretty. We're struggling enough with high school. I can't even marry to college. It's hard to see all those kids doing stuff, and she's nowhere near doing. Sherry, I get you. I get you. I mean, I even think that now. I mean, she's made a lot of strides. But everything, just her first job was nerve-wracking, and I'm sitting by the phone, and every opportunity, every new thing is an opportunity for a breakdown, which is weird. It's a weird motto for anxiety, for sure, but somehow it works for that. But I think it's just, teaching them to be really honest, and therapy and medicine. When we started the journey with my daughter, and it started in 2nd grade, so it's been a long time. We started with medicine, and it made some strides, but the doctor was very clear, and he had a lot of children with anxiety as a pediatrician, and he was like, listen, the studies are clear. In order to make any strides, it's medicine with therapy. Doing one without the other is like doing nothing. And really getting your child to understand their own brain. We talk about that a lot. I'm like, listen, this was a setback, but you learned something about your brain that you didn't know before. And I tell Brooke all the time, I'm like, do you understand the things that you're doing, the things that you're overcoming? There are people in their 40s and 50s who still, A, don't know what the problem is, and B, can't start working on themselves and their brain and retraining their brain. Because it's a journey for sure. So, and the therapy he specifically spoke about was cognitive behavioral therapy, and really what was going through your brain right before you break down, what was going through your brain right before you acted out, what was going through your brain, and how can you stop that? And there are so many different new types. There is the exposure therapy, which has seen lots of strides as well. This is a funny book that I'm writing, but I eventually do want to write a book about anxiety and what we've learned. I just think that it's not something lots of people talk about. And that made me always so angry because I made that video, Colleen, not on purpose. And it went crazy in social. And so many people write so many notes saying, that they were going through the same thing. And a lot of people that I knew who had kids in my daughter's school, and it was a small school, and we all knew each other really well. And all of them had said, "Oh my gosh, we're going through the same thing," and wrote beautiful notes about their journeys. And they were a few years older than Brooke. And I thought the notes were beautiful, but I remember thinking, why didn't you talk about this ever? Had somebody talked about it, it would have been much more helpful. So, yeah, I'm still learning how to handle my son's anxiety. Yeah. It's a lot. So all the parents out there, you're not alone. It's everywhere. And everybody's trying to do their best. But, if you got a kid out there, talk about learning their brain. That's really what it is. All of us should be the masters of our own brain, or at least trying to move towards that. So, yeah, thankfully it's talked a lot more now, and we can get through it together. ADD and anxiety. Yeah, Kristen. And that's the thing, is that anxiety never hangs out by itself. Girl, it's like, you always got to have a friend. It's going to be ADD. It's going to be obsessive compulsive, defiant disorder. Oh, I don't want to hang out by itself. It's like, girl, let me get a friend up in here. And then you got to figure out which one you should try to deal with first. Oh, don't get me started. It's too early for this. Anyway, let's switch gears. Okay, Dina, what should we switch gears to? Your sip share advocate is helping me so much. I went back and watched. My daughter loves school but is struggling. They think ADD and slightly dyslexic, anxiety with over empathetic, and never would have thought the eye test, now the glasses. Yeah. Sip share advocate was great. And we are working with Dr. Selznick on another project coming up. So I get it, said Christine. Yeah. Yeah, Sherry, I get it. Denise, that's why I have severe anxiety and have both a therapist and a psychiatrist. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you. And a lot of people don't really understand the difference between the two. People are like, I have a psychiatrist. I'm like, that's great. Do you do therapy? They're like, well, I meet up with him to talk about my medicine. I'm like, yeah, you need therapy. You got to do the two together. Anxiety is nothing to joke about. It's real and can be very scary no matter what your age is. I agree with you, Paige, but we joke about it all the time. I mean, in a coping way. I actually feel like joking about it is the only reason that we have survived in some weird way. But that's just maybe when your mom's a comedian. So that might just be me. Anyway, all right, let's get to some really important stuff, like the article that I found on the Facebook the other day from not a reliable source. But when I find titles like this, we got to read them. So here we go. Let me find it. Here it is. Oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love this one. So if you don't know this about me, I like to find random quizzes, lists that people make that probably are made by men in a dirty basement on topics that I'm slightly interested in, have no actual scientific backing whatsoever, but they took the time to make it into a list. I like to read them and to discuss them. And so today's article is 10 things women look for in men. What, girl? What are you saying? I know. So before we open up now, here's the thing, is I never read them before we read them together. So I like to see, it's article time. I like to see if we can figure out what's going to be in the top 10 things that women look for in men. We didn't do one this week, Shakendra. It's time. So hit me. What do you think is in the top 10 of the things that women look for in men. Humor, obviously. Look for in men for what? Like you'd be drawn to it, Alejandra. Good hygiene, a job, girl, a job. Money, fat wallet, honesty, clean feet. Okay, Carrie coming in with the clean feet. Okay, stability, partnership, how they treat their mother. Some looks, kind-heartedness, family-oriented, loves his mama, good personality, caring, confident. Yeah, these all seem like, can he cook? Diane, if a man can cook and you just sit here and you gonna make this whole meal, you gonna do it. Okay. Humor, faith, sophisticated, no criminal background. All right, now we're getting real. How they treat the wait staff. Good father. I always think it's funny, and maybe because I was doing the whole dating thing, is obviously in my age bracket, I'm dealing with fellas who probably have been married before, probably have kids. And it's always so interesting to me how people think about having kids. Like, I think that if a man is saying to you, I can't see you today because I have my kids, or I'm doing this for my kids, it'd be lovely if they say you can come with us eventually. But I feel like people are like, he's always with his kids. I'm like, that's a good thing. Oh, what? Yeah, how they treat their family. I think it's a good thing if they're so dead. I don't want to date somebody that's like, yeah, I haven't seen my kid in a couple months. I'm like, okay, I'm good. Hi, Alex. First time watching you live on TikTok. Good morning. I'm here every morning, Alex. Not yesterday, because it was early. Except for yesterday. Yeah, we've been going. How he chews, how loud he breathes, does he snore? Sherry, thanks for bringing it, keeping it real. Good teeth. Anna, that's going to be my next question. Remind me that you said that, Anna, because it's funny. Okay, so here we go. What I personally look for in man is, does he have a sister that is gay? Okay, random. I'd be like, hey, you want to go to dinner? Quick question. It's gonna be weird. But it's so funny. Understands value of money. What if he has all the qualities that you want, but he chews with his mouth open? No bad breath. Are we getting real? Yeah, no, Michelle tried to rip the shirt off of me because she hates it, but I said I love it, and it's new, and it looks like the other one, but it's actually completely different, but looks the same. Here we go. 10 things that women look for in men. Let's go to the first one. This article focuses on what females need from a partner. We just things men need from a woman separately. Oh, we're going to do that one next. Oh, ooh, nobody said this. Okay. He should be assertive. That's nice. For a woman, assertiveness can be quite attractive. He says when he knows what he wants. He doesn't buckle when challenges arrive. That is very sexy. A study revealed that women like it when men have dominant leadership qualities. Okay, but you got to be careful with this. Okay. In relationships, a man can be assertive if he openly tells a woman what he likes in the bedroom and what actions a woman does that turn him on or pleases him. Oh, girl. Yes, said Jill. Yeah, here comes Renee. Good sex. How did it take so long to get to that one? I know, Joanne, this got a little iffy, right? Assertiveness in a good way. Tana, now we getting serious. Okay. So there's that. That's number one. I say yes. All right. 2. Girl. You gonna feel this one. I like this article. He should be stable. How did nobody say this? Mm-hmm. And it said, and this applies to emotionally, financially, and he is reliable. Girl. Women fall in love with a guy who is emotionally, financially stable, and reliable. It's not shallow for a woman to want a man with a well-paying job, a secure mindset, especially if he's going to be a man who is going to help raise her kids. He's got to be responsible. To a woman, this means he's not afraid of commitment, long-term relationship. If it's in the cards, everything else will fall into place. Where do you find that? Judy Judy's like stable. That goes without saying, isn't it? You'd think. A handyman? Give me a good handyman. Are any of us emotionally stable at this point, Melanie? Why you got to be honest? But see, that's the thing, Melanie. I'm not emotionally stable. So if one of us in the partnership could be so great. I just left a guy who was emotional, a hot mess. Oh yeah, Kendra, it's tight. It's a tightrope, right there. He should treat women as an equal. I mean, isn't that just? Do you think? Let me think how I want to ask this. I think that this is obvious, but have any women in recent dating years met a fella who did not believe that? I think. Yeah, Irish Brian, I'm on Facebook and YouTube as well, so we sharing. There's a Melanie here. Does this article tell you where to find this man? No. I believe that at the end of the article, they're like, and this man doesn't exist. Good luck to you. This was stupid. Yeah, equality feels like it should be a given. So, I don't know. He should be a good conversationalist. Or listen to all my stories and laugh at them every time he hears them, and love the color green. Saw y'all in Rochester, front row. Got a great picture with you in the center. Oh, that's nice. Almost every relationship I was treated like I was less than. That's not good. Here comes Bob Loud. Most of the good guys are already taken. Bob's already searched. Bob was like, girls, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I was out there and the good ones are taken. Bob, I love that you said that. That wasn't one of us jaded women saying it. Bob's like, listen, I know a lot of my friends and they're not the good ones. And the ones that I do know that are good are taken. Bob's doing the research from the other side. And he just confirmed it. I think that's so funny. Found mine at church. He was pretty forward. He said he wanted to date with the intention of marrying. He was stable mentally and financially. The life and times of a Texas mom. That's so beautiful. I do think it's funny because I do think that that saying, if you know, you know. And I feel like that there are certain men that and I guess it's the same for women, that if you've dated around enough, that when you do meet somebody worth your time, worth getting to know, that you just you're like, no, I would like to date you with the intention of marriage. And you're like, okay, let's take it down, cowboy. Okay. It's a lot. Okay. So, remember, Bob has $1 million wife and a $5 girlfriend named Linda. That's what Bob said. Bob's like, listen, not old. I'm a good one. And I got a girlfriend and a wife. And she visits often. Bob, I miss you. I was asked out by a guy named Roberto Casanova. I couldn't get past his name. I would love it. I'd be like, where are we going tonight, Roberto Casanova? I would use his full name all the time, especially in bed. All the time. I mean, that's the greatest name. My mom would date Roberto Casanova. Doesn't matter how old he is. Mm-hmm. Michelle, you wouldn't date a guy named Roberto Casanova?
No, I said that's gotta be made up. Like, how do you have such a person Casanova than his name?
Roberto Casanova. Oh, yeah, Rachel. Girl, I'm behind on my sister wives, but yes, I agree with you. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go. Here we go. Good conversation. He must have passion. It means he has goals. He has ambitions and goals. It's really a positive draw for a woman if his passion isn't something common to most people. For example, a woman should be so lucky to find a man with a passion to build houses with habitats for humanity and a similar life goal to serve the less fortunate. Who's that? Isn't that Jesus? Is his name Jesus? I think that's what that is. I think this article is basically describing what I would imagine would be Jesus's dating profile. I don't know. No, it's starting to get a little crazy, this article. Yeah, be a good partner, uplifting, share mental, physical load with and without kids, supportive mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. I'm 55. I am blessed with a wonderful family, house, and job. I'm not interested in adding a relationship to the mix. Maybe just what my friends call a pizza delivery guy. No strings attached. Well, Melanie, you gotta do you. If that's what you're looking for, do that. Go volunteer for Habitat for Humanity, because apparently there's a whole bunch of guys doing that. Mm-hmm. Is this a list from Disney? Yeah, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, are we talking only men here? Or is this reciprocating roles here? Yes. Irish Brian, thank you for pointing that out. I would like to say that women are also crazy. And that this also, well, there is another article for men, which we're going to read in a second, Irish Brian, so I'm coming to you. All right, here we go. They should have some compassion. Looks tough on the outside, but soft spot for animals and the elderly. That's very oddly specific. Too often, men are stereotyped as selfish and narcissistic. Did you know that a narcissistic personality disorder is more commonly diagnosed in 50 to 70% of men? This article just took a turn. This is a lot. I tried Habitat for Humanity dating a few times. I need to revisit. They do work with their hands. Yes. Terry, I am wearing my lucky green shirt. All right. He should be self-aware. I don't even think that's real. He should have chemistry. Girl, of course he should. He must look presentable. Oh, I would hope so. And he should be faithful. Okay. All right. I like this. We kind of like went through it. We called all this out. I'm out at the first red flags. Yeah. Sounds more like stating the obvious. Thank you, Brian. I agree with you. These were all good. Okay. All right. So let's go back to just for you, Irish Brian. So pay attention. This one is the things men need from a woman. Did we already do this once before? All right. 10 things men look for in women besides looks. Irish Brian, we go to you. Please give us a list and we will talk about it. My husband only packs 3 underwears for a 5-day trip. I can't. Okay. That is okay. I wish they did those. You know how you had to do word problems in school? They were like, Carrie's husband is going on a trip. He's going away for 5 days and only packed 3 pairs of underwear. No, he only packed 3 pairs of underwear. How many drinks will Carrie have to drink to not freak out and ask her husband, what is wrong with you? Okay, it took a turn, this word problem, but I would have loved this word, and this is real world. This is some real world stuff. Oh my, this guy over here is matched for life. Not enough drinks. Irish Brian, you can't step out now. It doesn't matter if you're married. You got to put something out there. My husband was in the Army when we met. The military boots got me every time, girl. He should be taller than me. I once turned down a guy, I'm 5'1", and he was my height. What? Look at Baker McKenzie coming. Listen to this Baker. Baker, you got some. He said, "Do you work at Amazon?" I was like, "That's a weird question." He goes, "Because you definitely Prime." What? He said he made an Amazon statement. I fell for it. Baker, I love me some Amazon. Mm-hmm. 5 day. Here's women math. 5-day trip, 15 pairs of underwear. That's Stephanie. Stephanie will go away for 2 days, 30 pairs of underwear. I'm like, what did you think was going to happen on this trip that you need all this underwear? Yeah. Yeah. So funny. Oh, thanks, Carl. Thanks for the update. Mary Ellen, I married the cable guy. Haven't paid a day for cable since. Listen, you got to take what you can get. Yeah. I'm a 3-year follower, almost 4. Oh, Alex, nice to see you. My crack jacket's right here. It's behind me. You know I don't go anywhere without my crack jacket. All right, here we go. 10 things men look for in women. What are we saying? Did anybody say anything? 10 things men look for in women besides looks. Do they want us to be funny? That's all I got. I'd probably say stable. Raise your hand if you think you're stable. I will keep my hand down. Michelle, do you think you're stable?
Sure.
Yeah. Crickets. Thank you, Eileen. Why do we call it a crack jacket? I'll tell you why, Jen. Because on the way to the airport, like 2 minutes from the airport, we're about to get dropped off, and Michelle says, "Oh my gosh, did I ever tell you how I almost got arrested for crack at the airport?" And then she followed up with, "By the way, I want to give you a jacket." And I was like, "Is it filled with crack?" You shouldn't put those two sentences together. You did say it was, I'm paraphrasing, but that was the basic gist. Right before you get to the airport, I tell you a funny story. I almost got arrested for crack at the airport. By the way, I have a jacket I have to give you. If anybody ever says that to you, don't take the jacket. Do not. Lined with crack. So it's a crack jacket. So I put it in her bag and made her walk it through. And Michelle makes her own crackers. She's not stable. Thank you.
Maybe you misheard me and I said crackers.
Maybe it was filled with crackers. Joanne, I'm from New Jersey. I'm currently in Vegas. Curly top. It's what we'll call a Dina spin story. Okay, thank you for. Okay, it's the Dina spin on what she said was irrelevant. This is what I heard. Okay. My husband loved my independence. Now it drives him crazy. Yep, that sounds about right. Cracker jacket. I think crack jacket's better. All right, so I'm gonna say that Michelle. I just got an email. Okay. Well, I did just tell a story about a crack jacket. Okay. So let me all right, here we go. Let me just so we
I'm waiting with bated breath.
You're not allowed to say CRACK. Okay, there's a lot happening, so I have to watch what I say. I said balls on a stick like 100 times yesterday, and nobody cared. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm getting in trouble. Okay, so focus. So we take all of these shows. No, I probably can't say that either. We take all of these shows. If you didn't know, we have a podcast. We take this show and we turn it into a podcast, okay? And we've had our podcast for a while, and we just recently hit some big numbers. A lot of you have been downloading. They're big for us. They're big for us. And if you hit 1,000 downloads a month, you are eligible for monetizing, which for us, we're creators. This is a big deal. This is how I pay my bills. This is my job. So it's always something that we're looking towards. So if you're not following us on, most people follow us on Apple, some people on Spotify, but do us a favor every once in a while, download it, check it out. But this is my job, and advertising is the way to do that. And we were putting some things together to just start talking about it some more. And then it said, we're writing to inform you that your podcast did not pass the content safety verification. I don't know. I meant to say Cracker Jacks.
Is that why? Did they say that?
I don't know. It just popped up.
It could be even before that episode.
Well, it's definitely before this episode. Does listening count as downloading? I don't know, Anna. So somebody said they don't think it does. So if you are a podcast person, do us a favor, because Tipsy Tuesday is almost ready to be monetized. We get about almost 700 downloads on Tipsy Tuesday. But if we hit 1,000 a month, then we get to be monetized. So I'll follow you on Spotify. Thanks. If you just play it and not download, is that the same for you? I don't know, Rhonda. Oh, Trina says it doesn't have to download. So if you listen, so if you ever miss the show, if you're driving, I think it's funny because there was a thing that came by and it said, you just hit 550 episodes. That means there's 550 hours of this, which is very upsetting, mostly to me, I think. Because that's just too much of me. But so if you're driving, yada, yada, yada. Oh, Lucy just saw my other secret I have to tell you about. You can get the podcast. Just look up anything One Funny Mother on Apple or Apple Music or onto Spotify. You'll find One Funny Mother. We download Tipsy Tuesday, and we also download the One Funny Morning Show. So I download twice a week, but listen daily. Oh, thanks, Jessica. So it was a big deal yesterday. I had some downtime. So I was trying to work on a bunch of stuff that I never get to. I actually get a lot of work done when I'm on the road. It's a good time because I'm away from things. So I'm working on a couple things. But yeah, so I'm going to have to say Cracker Jacks. Okay. And then I just got a note from the TikTok. I don't understand TikTok. I've seen TikTok, and there's a lot worse stuff than saying Cracker Jacks. Oh, Judy. Yeah. Yeah. I have to do a better job of promoting the podcast. I haven't done it. So I'll look for more and follow on all platforms. Thanks, Linda. So, yeah, we're about to announce the date and dates. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the mix. It's just been trying to get all of the ducks in order, whatever they say. Anyway, so let's talk about the store. So today I'm super excited because we have worked a lot in the past week to revamp the store. And we're going to be offering a product every month. At least one, maybe two, and they're pre-orders only. So they're gonna come in. You can order them, and then you won't be able to order them anymore. So if you want, let me see if the store's open. I think Wendy's listening. It already be open. Yeah, I think. Well, I can't tell. You have to tell me if it's open. But we just released our Valentine's Day shirts, and I got in trouble for the Cracker Jack word over on the TikTok today, but I got to watch what I say because they don't have that on Podbean. So I must've been flagged for something else. So gotta watch out. Yeah. So anyway, so we found these pajama bottoms that are super cute. You don't have to get them. But if you want to wear it as pajamas, the shirt matches. And then we have So we have the shirt. Oh, let me see if I can show it to you. I think I can. Hold on. I think I can. Yeah, let me do share screen, store. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at it. So this is our Valentine's Day shirts. So we are trying to think of something funny, and we were like, you know what? I like Valentine's, but I feel like a lot of people are like about Valentine's. Like if you're in a relationship, wonderful. Good for you. If you're not in a relationship, wonderful. Good for you. Like I don't ever want to feel like I'm less than because I don't got a Valentine's. So we decided to make this shirt, and it's just a heart for everybody on TikTok. It's a heart and just says, I'm good. And this goes either way. Like, girl, I'm good. I don't need to. Yeah. Are the bottoms the same sizing as the Prosecco pants? That's a great question. I didn't try them on. I'll update it when I get home. But the other thing that's new is that it comes in a V-neck, a unisex crew, and a fitted crew. So for the first time, we're giving you the option to choose what shirt style you want. Like I only wear V-necks. And I love them, but I know some people only like crews. And then the crew comes in a fitted crew, which is like the ladies' cut, and then a unisex crew, which is a little bit boxier. Says zero stock. Don't worry about that. Oh, it says it on there. There's not. It's set to oversell, but I can fix that as well. But it's the first time, and it's you can get it in red or pink. So if you want to wear it with the pajama bottoms, you can get it to pink if you're like, I gotta get these to match. Or you could get it in the red if you're just gonna wear it out. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited because we haven't been able to do this because then we'd have to buy so much more stock to get everybody what they want. But because they are, pre-orders, we can order whatever you like. So yeah, so these will be turn off and remember. Oh, the calendar. Oh, I can scroll to that. And here it is. The calendar is up for pre-sale again. So, we said pre-sale before, but I think people thought we were joking because we didn't sell them anymore. But you can get it. You don't get money off because the month is almost over. Whatever. It's not a problem. Size up for V-neck. No, if you've purchased our shirts before, they're the same shirt. So like, if you wore it before, I don't know. If you haven't bought from us before, that might be hard. But like, I could probably do. I'm a medium. If I wanted it tighter, I could be a small. Yeah, calendar again. Look at my face. What did the pants look like? So that's the other thing. Normally, I would have had time to put these on and take pictures. And Wendy is going to be a model for the next one as well. So yeah, those shirt cuts are designed for skinny mini ladies. Definitely not my belly. So Sherry, that's why we have all different styles. So if you want like a fuller cut, you can do the unisex. Medium tops, smalls fit me perfectly. I would size up if you don't like things as fitted. So maybe I should put in there that the unisex is not fitted. I can add that to it because the unisex is the style a lot of people like if they don't like a fitted look. Yeah, are you still taking videos for the wave? Yes, Mandy, you should send some. Because we're working on that now. And the Valentine's Day calendar. Yeah, get it before Valentine's because that's going to be a good month. So anyway, hopefully you like it. There are a couple of options. So the calendar's there, the jammy bottoms, the fitted crew. Here's the unisex crew. So yeah, hopefully you like it. Hopefully you can find something that works for you. Yeah, I like the fitted look, but I feel more comfortable a tiny bit loose, so I size up. That makes sense. Yeah. So Shakendra said, I'm 3X for the V-neck and 2X for unisex. Interesting. We need more ball caps, please. Yeah, we'll probably do some for summer. Can you do bigger sizes? So we offer from extra small to 4X. Vanessa. So, and it's one of the things that I think is a favorite for a lot of our people because not all sizes are always available. And we want to make sure that we can offer that. And so now you'll have choice of color, choice of style, and choice of size. So I'm excited. It's very different. It's a very different model than we've done before. So we're kind of learning all of the things that we can do. Have you found a different shipping option for Canada? So, LaFive, we were able to make some adjustments from before. Chris is like the master shipper. She's really good at it. So she had made those adjustments when we had closed the store. But it's still going to be expensive because Canada. But I don't know. That should be a better way. But it is kind of. I need the pajama bottoms by February 20th. Oh, me. Oh, you. What does that mean? Where do I find your store items? Oh, I can put it in here. OneFunnyMotherStore.com. There you go. That's our store. Alejandro, I don't know if you can write that in the thing here. Our store is OneFunnyMotherStore.com.
Are you eating your bar?
My what? I am eating the bar. It's really good. But keep in mind, these are pre-orders. So it's not like we'll have exchanges available. How long does the pre-sale before it will ship? Good question, Lorraine. I think these are on sale to the 18th. I would say probably 2 weeks. So I'm hoping that these will start to ship by the 1st. So I'm still confused why you're doing it this way. Was there a problem with having merch? Yeah. Stock. So like we never know like how many people are going to like this shirt style. And so we would buy a bunch and we'd buy like, hey, we think that most people, the majority of our sizing, it's like a bell-shaped curve, right? So the majority of our sizing was between medium and 1X. So we'd buy a lot of quantity in that. And then less people would buy the extra small. And then less people would buy into the to the 2X, 3X, 4X sizes. And then what would happen is we would guess wrong. And then all of a sudden we were like a whole bunch of people in the 2X to 4X were like, we want it. And then we didn't buy enough. And then in the middle, people were like, well, we don't like the shirt. And then we would end up with a whole bunch of inventory and we have to store it. We have what's called a 3PL, like a warehouse and a fulfillment center. And so we'd be paying to store it all. We pay somebody to ship it all. So we weren't doing that. So it's a lot. It's a lot to manage. So, and it was taking up a lot of my time. And I really want to get back to making videos and writing a book and doing more of the creative pieces. So a lot of this was, yeah, I love the new store. My size is usually sold out. Yeah. So, no, Sarah, that's the highest that those numbers go. So for our manufacturer. So, but maybe try one. I don't know if you've tried it before. Oh, good, Joyce. Inventory is a killer. It's a lot to manage. What, you didn't love the guessing game? Yeah, no, not so much. So, so hopefully you like what we put together. We put together. So usually merch is gonna launch on the 1st of the month. So you'll actually see the February product come out February 1st. And we'll always try to be a month ahead. So actually in February, we're going to be launching stuff for St. Patty's Day. So we're trying to be people who plan. So it's been great. We have a lot of things in the works, with the podcast that we've done, the store, the shirts are super comfortable. And we are going to put a link in the newsletter. That's why we chose to put it out on the 1st of the month so that, we'll talk about it on the morning show and then the link will go out with the newsletter. So if you're not, on the newsletter list as well, we're also going to be launching, I don't know if I should say it. We're also going to be announcing the trip on March 1st. So mark that on your calendar and we're making a lot of changes to that too. What? Uh-huh. So Callie Ray, I agree with you. If I had to do merch, I'd do print on demand. It's funny you say that because we did think about it. There are companies that do that, but I don't like the quality of those shirts. I don't think they're as good as our shirts. So I did think about it because all we'd be doing is designing them and be done. But I've worked with a couple before, and I just I wasn't a fan. March 1st seems late for airplane tickets. Look, everybody's like, that's a long time away. Ladies, you don't know. Oh, yeah. And there is a special video launching today that Michelle made that she thinks is real funny. So I know, Lynn. I'm sitting here with this. I got to drink this whole thing today, plus another one. But Lisa, that's what I'm saying. The quality of our shirts is just so good. And we like doing it. We have a good time, and the team is great. And they roll the shirts and get them out. Wendy's going to be doing fulfillment. So maybe she'll put little notes in there. Oh, see, Joyce, that was one that we had used before. I didn't like it. All the Ohio things are going to be coming out soon. Yeah, there's been a lot. I mean, I don't know if you can tell just from the stuff I've told you, and there's a whole bunch of stuff I haven't told you. So there's a lot of new things, and I'm excited. I'm excited because, a big part of this has been closing out the year and just trying myself to focus. I feel like I was spread across a lot of things, and I really felt like I wasn't doing any of them really well, or that the time, like I have gotten to a point in my life, I don't know who agrees, raise your hand if you agree. I really think our greatest commodity is time, and where we spend our time is a good indicator of the direction we're moving in. Who we spend our time with is a good indicator, I think, of how we look at life. And I feel like I really wanted to sit down. I mean, you all know lots, maybe not all, of the things that have happened in the last 2 years. And I think a big part of it, maybe besides losing my dad and getting divorced, I think the biggest thing was my kids growing up and moving on. And my whole identity has been motherhood. And I was like, what do I do now? I have a lot more time. And if I had to think about what I wanted to do, I was like, okay, I need to figure this out. So I did. I made some hard decisions, and I've been closing down lots. I'm going deep this morning. It's early. Girl, it's only 6:41 here. I was like, I'm basically still asleep talking. So that's it. There's a lot of fun stuff. I'm super excited. So anyway, yeah, time is precious. So that's what we're doing, and we hope that you like what we're doing, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. And you're all welcome to join us here on a trip, on the podcasts. I definitely feel like, in those times where it was the loneliest, I was watching TV constantly, or I just had to have something on just to get out of my own head. And so hopefully this show helps in some way for people who are going through some stuff, and, and get you to a better place, or at least laugh here and there. So, but change can be good, Anne. I agree. It's not fun when it's happening, but hopefully we all land somewhere a little bit better than where we started. So anyway, so that's Deep Thoughts with Dina Blizzard. So there you go. Michelle, you want to say hi to everybody before you go? We do cook together. So Voila is actually back on the supporter side. So if you'd like to join us for Voila, we cook twice a month on the supporter side. There's a great community there. And that's another thing. I mean, that community is just so wonderful. And I'm looking forward to doing our lives there. And cooking again, and send your recipes. If you have a recipe, you can upload it to onefunnymother.com. And we'll be cooking, and we'll bring it cooking earlier sometimes on Sundays so that you can cook with us and then decide if you want to make it that night. So yeah. Thanks there. How do I get there? So Robin, you can become a supporter. There's a button somewhere above your head. And you can become a supporter. You'll have a whole bunch of new friends who will make you laugh, and memes almost every day from the wonderful ladies, and happy birthday cards that go up on the Facebook. So that I made up. Maybe I should add it and we can make it better. Maybe, Lucy, that sounds fun. Girl, I can't wait not to be a mom. I'll have a hobby. I'll leave the country and other things. Ooh, can't wait to see what your other things are. So it's exciting. All right, everybody. Happy birthday on the 21st, Amber. Oh, I did tell them about your video that is mildly funny.
No. They need to know.
And I don't mean by adding beans, Lady Di. Thank you. Fran, thank you for being a supporter. Look how beautiful she is, unlike yesterday.
There's a video coming that I think you'll enjoy.
I don't think it's that funny.
Actually. And it may or may not have to do with
my boobs. Thank you, Michelle.
That's not it. Okay, so.
Okay, Michelle looks so pretty. Yeah, why is it? It's going rogue. No, don't do that. What did you do that for? Why did you do that? Just get some spray and just. Oh, it's doing its own thing.
Of course,
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah, you're gonna be fine. You hang out with us, you're gonna be fine. She getting sexy. All right, everybody. Well, listen, it's Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll be back Monday morning. Hopefully with some fun stories of things we did over the weekend. What does Michelle do for her fancy business job? She worked in television for many years and now works in lots of different ways, but she's a host for lots of different companies. Is she pretty? Is she nice? Is there a show on Monday? Yeah. Why? Why would there not? Is there a holiday on Monday? Is there a holiday Monday?
Yeah, Martin Luther King.
Yeah, we'll be here. We celebrating. Voila is on Sunday. Yeah. So listen, this ain't a real job, so I got to show up for it. So there's that. Looks like you colored. You're great. No, girl, no.
No, girl,
no. No, it's there. And I think you meant silver. Yeah, look. You can't even tell that much here. But no, it's still rocking. Still rocking it. Mooney, I'm supposed to fly home tomorrow, but
you're talking to me.
Oh no, there's the other Mooney. I can't believe you're still on after my IP meeting. We were waiting for you, Colleen. Are you okay? How'd it go? Do you want to talk? She had an IEP meeting, and I guess we talked before she went in, and then she had it, and she came back out. We're still here. Oh. I was like, we was waiting for you. Well, will I only be on supporters? Yes, not TikTok. So you got to join us on the supporter side if you're not there. Oh, Ophelia says hi. She was one of the hostesses in Miss New Jersey. Oh, hi, Ophelia. She's great. I got to have breakfast with her on the way home from Myrtle Beach. We stopped.
Aww.
Her and her church friends.
Yeah.
And I was trying not to curse in front of the pastor that was there. But it was morning time, so I only said a couple. I rock silver, but always with a hat. I should make something to do covering my grays. Nobody's gonna wear that. That's supposed to be a secret. I don't know. All right, everybody, that's it. Like Judy from Saskatoon says, do something nice for yourself or others today. Have a great weekend. Do something fun for yourself. But look forward to catching up with you on Monday. Stay tuned. You never know when we might pop in. Still in Vegas. Look at Vegas waking up. Look, TikTok. Ooh, I forgot you weren't really on the stand, TikTok. There we go. Look at Vegas, baby. But thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day and blessed day, and look forward to seeing you guys on Monday. All right, check out the store, onefunnymotherstore.com. I'll see you. Bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out onefunnymotherstore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.